Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. All praises to Allah. We send peace and salutations upon Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We greet you with the greeting of Islam, the greeting of peace, the greeting of salam and love. The morning message for today from Maulana Suhail Wadee, inshallah, who's the director of Ashraful Aid. And Ashraful Aid is doing amazing work in the service of the community nationally and internationally. And lastly, they came from Turkey, mashallah. They did great work there in saving lives of people and supporting people in Turkey and Syria. May Allah Azza wa Jal accept from them, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase them in khair, and may Allah use them for the service of the ummah. Allahumma ameen. Let's welcome Maulana Suhail. Assalamu alaikum, Maulana Suhail.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah, good to see you once again, Maulana. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and accept from you. Jazakallah khairan for all your efforts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you success to help more people in Syria and Turkey and even South Africa and all over the world. Allahumma ameen. Give us some light in the beginning, some information about your journey to Syria and Turkey and how's the outcome.
So, alhamdulillah, as you know that, when the devastating earthquake happened on the 6th of February, and, the entire world woke up to the shock. So, alhamdulillah, Ashraful Aid was amongst the first responders from around the world to reach Turkey and to reach Syria from South Africa. And like that, the devastation that has caused over more than 50,000 people that has passed away, and this is only those that people which they could count, but there's still so many more thousands of people that are unaccounted for. And with the earthquake, many people that have lost lives, they have lost family members, they have lost everything. Many people are now internally displaced. What has happened is that some parts of the affected areas have become ghost towns because the buildings that have remained is uninhabitable. And with regards to Ashraful Aid, alhamdulillah, we've been sending regular teams. In fact, the team has just returned yesterday, and that's why we would like to share the latest updates. And many people are still trying to reel from what has happened because thousands of people have passed away. Some family members, some people that we know very closely that we work with, have lost 30 close family members, up to 70 extended family members. So people are still in shock, and there's still lots of work that is required, especially in the Syrian side. Where very little aid because of sanctions and because of it being a very constrained area and a constrained country. There's very little aid that has actually come into Turkey. So those agencies that are helping, alhamdulillah, but the devastation that it has left is, it is beyond what words can express.
Mm-hmm. What are the difficulties facing humanitarian organizations in Turkey and Syria specifically?
So alhamdulillah, in terms of Turkey, it's very the government is very well structured. They have a very good response plan. Obviously, no country can prepare a disaster plan that will affect 15 million people and assist 15 million people, but they have done exceptionally well in terms of their response, plan, in response of the international garnering of support from eight agencies from around the world. The difficult challenge is in Syria because it is a conflict zone. For the last 10 years, it's because of the civil war that has transpired. It is a sanctioned country from many countries of around the world, especially if you look at the area northwest Syria or northern Syria, where it doesn't have an official government. And this is where the earthquake has actually affected hundreds of thousands of people that were already refugees, and now to get aid in them, it is very difficult because of it being a sanctioned country. Many aid agencies couldn't enter, but alhamdulillah, with the assistance of with the assistance of local agencies from Turkey. Alhamdulillah, Ashraful Aid has been able to assist people there. But I think the reality is, because of the sanctions that the Syrian people are facing, this has hindered aid to be able to be entered into Syria and to affected areas.
Mhm. Now, as we get closer to the month of Ramadan, of course, the situation becomes more worse as so many people are homeless, as you mentioned, especially in Syria. Now, how can we help? How can our community and our viewers help in that? And what are the contact details for them to be part of that? Maybe iftar al-sa'im, maybe food hampers, whatever, whatever you're organizing for the people of Syria or Turkey. We want the people to be involved in that, inshallah.
So what we have found, look at the situation has changed quite drastically from the initial days. Almost it's more than a month now, and the needs change almost on a day-to-day basis. At one stage, it was just basic food, then it went into temporary housing. What we're finding now is that the most effective assistance is cash donations to individuals, because many people have become displaced. They're either now staying in tents or they're staying by family members. And each person's needs are very, very different. For some people, they might need clothes. For some people, they just might need food. So we find this variance of assistance that is required. So what we have found, especially our teams that have returned, is that cash donations to recipients are the most effective aid that can be given at this point in time. As I mentioned, people are now have a little bit settled. But they now require funding, especially if people want to get new accommodation. They can't stay in tents for long periods of time. So whether it's to start off with, to get a place to rent, or to get or to buy the basic necessities, it is very, very variant. So what we have found is that giving cash donations to the affected people of the earthquake is the best and the most easiest to be able to directly assist people in need at this point in time.
Mm-hmm. How can our viewers take part in that, Maulana? If there's any contact details, maybe they can contact you through that or through the website.
Yes, so the easiest would be to donate via our website, which is www.ashrafulaid.org, and all our contact details. We also have our Turkey and Syrian campaign, which a person could donate, and you could also get our banking details. And yes, alhamdulillah, the community has really rallied and supported the people of Turkey and Syria, but we still need so much more that in terms of people's assistance. We need your assistance and we need your help to continue to help the people that are stranded. It's going into the month of Ramadan, and now more than ever, it's time for us to dig into our pockets and to assist, inshallah.
Jazakumullah khairan, Maulana. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you and assist all those people who are assisting others in Turkey and in Syria. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from all of them. Allahumma ameen. And may we continue to help the weak people and the vulnerable people nationally and internationally. Allahumma ameen. Jazakumullah khairan for joining us this morning. Allah yataqabbal.
Ameen.
Shukran
Jazakallah khairan.
jazeelan.
Assalamu alaikum
Barakallah
wa
feek.
rahmatullahi
Alaikum
wa
assalam wa
barakatuh.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This was Maulana Suhail Wadee, and Maulana is the director of Ashraful Aid. MashaAllah, amazing organization. In very little time, they did great work and achievements. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from them and grant them more success to serve people nationally and internationally. Allahumma ameen. Ya Rabbil Alameen. As Maulana mentioned, they were one of the first organizations working in Turkey and in Syria in supporting them during the earthquake. May Allah Azza wa Jalla accept. Allahumma ameen. We're going to be taking a short break. We'll come back after the break, inshallah.